I had to figure out a way to provide shade around the dirt bath, which they're now using. Pretty excited about that. It's not quite 70 degrees out here, but they are all panting and holding their wings out, although not so much right this second. Oh, she's panting. So all I did was take some branches from the 2 trees we took down and drove them into the ground. This is the cover that I put on this at night to keep the rain out and other birds out. And then I'm going to put another branch in the ground right there, probably where that is. And that's just temporary. That's just a shelf that I'm not using for anything else. I wish I had another one of these boards, but I don't. I might have to think of something. The thing is that I don't want it to be permanent. I want to be able to remove it because I don't want this up all the time. I won't be able to see the chickens from the house. It'll be blocking. There you go. I'm going to add some more dirt in here now that they're using it. Just like, this is great. Miss Cloud here is not panting at all. Maybe it's because she's been in the shade longer. Spitfire was panting a lot. And then she started this dirt bath. And then we have Parkour Chick, who apparently can't get enough sun. I'm going to have to get a fan, like I said, and a mister, like I said, because there are going to be days that are a whole lot hotter than 70. And even though the thermometer is saying, it's over 90 degrees, when it is actually 90 degrees, this will probably say 120. I put this board here because without it, there's no shade at this hour. It'll also keep the water cool, I hope. I've provided this much shade for them, which is pretty much, well, that's all I can do, unless I board up this entire kennel. But this is actually enough room if they all wanted to stand. Plus, she's now in the shade. Look at her panting. This is Phoenix. She has her wings out as far as they will get, and she's panting like a puppy. Super overheated. She's the same breed as Miss Cloud. I don't understand. Why are you so hot? Is that just how you are? I don't want to lose you. Panting. Just like, dang, it's hot. I might have to get them a wading pool. Do you need a wading pool? I don't know if they use it or not, but maybe. Here they are using that lean-to I made a few months back. I was making it more for protection, but they're liking the shade. I'm planning on replacing the boards on the top there with just a solid board of some type. Yeah, so if I could get a board that actually comes out a couple of inches, hangs over this way, that would give it even more shade. That would be good. So I just need to measure this. I'm guessing if I got a board that was, let's see, 3 feet wide or 4 feet wide, and then by what? 5 feet, something like that. Boards are very expensive right now, so it might be a while before I do that. The sun is beating down here well, longer, because the days are getting longer. I lowered this perch. It was way up there. I lowered it down here because now that I've, had chickens for a while, I realize it doesn't really need to be high. Plus, it puts it in the shade. They also don't have to jump on this perch to get to that perch. It's probably an obvious thing that I should have done the whole time, but, live and learn. What are you doing? You're gonna step in the bowl? Maybe. Now, they've taken a few drinks out of that big black bowl there, but I don't know that they're actually going to get in it. I don't think they will. Maybe if I put some rocks in there so that it looks like, land. Right now, they can't tell what it is. They finally figured out it was water. And I am going to go get a sunshade. I'm going to put a sunshade right across here, because that's the major problem there. If I put a sunshade here, this whole section will be in the shade. And that's what I need to do. Because these boards are working, but it's temporary. It's until I get a shade. I could use a tarp, but I'd need a small tarp, and, well, it wouldn't look very good. And I don't know if tarps really help keep things cool. I mean, there's a tarp up there. Thank goodness. I decided not to put their grit in there anymore. No. When it rains, it just fills up with water and it becomes a soupy mess. Not even really grit. I don't know how to explain it. It's just almost, I don't know. The grit I have turns the water a color and it gets kind of soupy. So I'm going to use it just for when I want to toss some vegetables or fruit in there, and then I'll just take it out at the end of the day. See, I'm getting smarter. It's like lower the perch so they don't break their necks, and so it's in the shade. Use this bowl for, fruit and whatnot, and vegetables. Now my next decision is, do I want to leave this tire in here? That tire gets pretty hot. So it's like space that they're not going to use. I don't know. I have still seen them in there doing a dirt bath once in a while. So I have to decide. Decisions. What are you two doing? I see. She's stuck between number 2 and number 5. This is Phoenix, and she's frozen because she doesn't know if Trinity is going to peck her. And here's Miss Cloud, so Trinity doesn't know if Miss Cloud is going to peck her. Oopsie. She's not really being aggressive. She's just like, I want to give you a facial, so don't move. See, now she's like looking at Miss Cloud like, oh, is Miss Cloud going to attack me? I'm trying to have a conversation with number 5 here. Here is the new shade setup. I still have the board there. And then I got this sunshade, and I'm testing it out today to see how much shade it provides. Right now, the sun is there. So the sun is actually beating down right in this area. That's why the board is still necessary. But once the sun starts to move, it should get on the other side of this shade, I hope, before too long. It's about 9 a.m. and I'm not sure what the temperature is yet, but as you can see, the entire rest of it is in sun and will be for a few hours. I did turn on the sprinkler system to get this area wet. Might be something that I do. It's just a pop-up sprinkler. Let's go around the front and I'll show you what I did there. So you see this? That's all just full sun until later. So even the water that's in there will get warm. All right, so here's what I did. I already yesterday had those two boards, but I added the sunshade, and it's actually folded in half, so it's thicker than it's meant to be. But that allows me to expand it if I want. I can actually cut it and bring it down full, or I can cut it in half and put it in the front. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be watching throughout the day to see how warm it gets. The real issue I have is I have no way of shading this coop. So once these get fully leafed, these will get really big. It will provide shade. And that's why I kept this sumac right here when we put the coop in. So that is the south. So as the sun goes and these get bigger, these will get bigger quickly in the next couple months, and then it'll provide shade. And the reason I'm concerned about that, of course, is because that's where they are laying their eggs.